Hey everybody, John here with Luxe Auto Concepts. We are releasing a new product today, and as you can tell what we're focusing on, we are going to be tinting out these Challenger SRT Hellcat headlights. So, when you get in the mail, you're going to get two of these, driver and passenger side. So we'll take our spray and just give it a couple sprays here on both fixtures. And you want to make sure and get this black plastic around the edge too, because this is the front of the car. You got any bugs or any contaminants right there, you don't want it getting on the back of the vinyl and dirtying up the install. First, I'll go ahead and clean around that black plastic edge. Next, just go ahead and get the fixture itself clean. So this kit does not require you to remove this black plastic trim. We probably will release a kit later where you can pull the trim off and tint the entire fixture. However, this looks so good, I don't really know if there's a reason to do that or not. You can see I wrapped the microfiber around the tucking tool. I'm just using it to get all behind the trim, places I couldn't reach with my finger. Let's see. All right, first I'm gonna start with the headlight here and remove the vinyl from the backing paper. It's a bit difficult to film with the lighting. If I put a light on it, it just glares right back into the camera. So, let's see if I can do this. What I'm gonna do is take this vinyl and just kind of bend it like that. The reason that I'm doing that is I'm going to try to just place it. So once I flatten it out and see if I'm straight, just roll it right on. So the objective here, let me check my lighting, sorry. Okay, try to get that exposure up. All right, so the objective here is to get it applied smooth right in the center. Just like we do on our fog lights. Because this is a convex surface, you're gonna get tension no matter what. So we're gonna work that towards the edges in a circular motion. So just working slowly. It's actually warm outside today. It's helping me out. It's probably 80 degrees here. Okay, I've got a pretty bad crease right there, but it's not touched itself yet, so that I'll take the tucking tool with firm pressure, work my way with the direction of the crease. So I'll go ahead and finish the top part of the install because I'm so close to the edge here. That's great. And I'll go back to using my finger until I need to use the tool. So that's just gonna make sure that we don't put any extra tension in it. Real simple. You'll notice I don't move around the light. I'm always pushing towards the edge. That's working any air, any tension to the edge of the light. And there you are. A little over a minute, maybe 2 minutes, we now have completely tinted headlight on this Challenger. So just go back and put more firm pressure down and make sure that everything is secured. Okay, so on to the DRL install. Now you will need heat for this install. It is critical. You will need a heat source. You cannot put this on without a heat source or it will pull back up. You will not have a long-term success. It may look good immediately, but it will not stay that way. So you've got to have a heat gun or you got to have a hair dryer. It's going to be the first kit we've not included everything, but with this more complex shape, it's just a must. So you see, this is an interesting piece here because it is got a hole in the middle of it. So because of that, I'm never really going to put a lot of pressure down until I'm absolutely certain it's exactly where I need it to be. So first thing is first, I kind of use this top straight edge just to line myself up. But the first piece I'm going to tack down is actually right in the middle bottom. So I'm using the curvature of the light and I'm trying to get the bottom middle to match up with that edge of the lens. Okay, I've done that. Now you can see I'm holding it to where it's forward. I'm going to let go of it with one of my hands and start to work it around, keeping an eye on it to make sure that it's staying in line with where I need it to be. Again, never really putting a lot of pressure, never pulling a lot, because this vinyl will stretch. And in this instance, we don't really want it to stretch, at least not yet. So, okay, we're doing great here. We've rolled it up there. Let's work this side up. Okay, still looking good. Now here, I'm gonna kind of reach around the back and make sure that I don't end up with any extra tension or crease at the top. Okay, so this is great. This is going flawless so far. Next step, let's apply it all the way around the edge on the outside, get it to fold around. Now it is secured onto the light fixture, and we can start working the funnel into the light. So, next I'll grab a heat gun. So got the heat gun here. You're gonna see, I'm gonna start putting heat on this. You can really see the vinyl soften up. And sort of similar to when we work a headlight, we're just gonna keep working around in a circle, getting it deeper and deeper into the fixture, into this funnel. I'm not addressing the top of it just yet. I wanna keep going around the sides. And then in one press, I'm gonna try to get that top to line up. So automotive wrapping vinyl, and this vinyl in particular, has a memory effect. It wants to lay flat because flat was the shape that it was created in. However, if we get this vinyl up to about 195 degrees, it will forget that shape and take on this new shape of this light. So after we have this all down, which we will in just a second, you can be pretty liberal with the heat. It's really hard to burn this vinyl. Just don't get closer than maybe 3 or about 4 or 5 inches away from the material. So now, what I'm doing is post-heating the vinyl. An infrared thermometer would be ideal, but this is not a terrible amount of stress on the vinyl. It's still pretty lightly applied. So I'm not too worried about this lifting up. What would concern me more of causing lift would actually be any contaminants under it, and that just means cleaning it properly. But as long as you've done that, you should be good. Plus, this is in the engine bay of the car or near it, so it's gonna get warm. There we go. Well, we have now installed the Luxe Auto Concepts headlight tint kit for the Dodge Challenger in light smoke. I'm gonna get a few pictures now of light and dark smoke and show you what those two look like side by side.
Still with me.